So we're gonna be looking at this photo again of Ghostface because I just love speculating about who this may be. Okay, because we know that this mask is an old mask. It's either gonna be Stu's mask or it's gonna be Billy's. Now, as you guys know, I think it's gonna be Stu's. Potentially, could be Stu's. Um, but today we're gonna be in this video. We're gonna be talking about who this killer could be outside of Stu. Like, I believe it could be Stu, but we're going to be taking a look at it even more, speculating about who else it could possibly be, other than Stu. Um, so I think, honestly, this possibly could be Leslie Mocker. And the reason why I say that is because Leslie Mocker, she's Stu's sister, right? What would be the motive for her to kill? Well, maybe the motive is because her son got killed, by Ghostface. And maybe she's trying to get revenge for Stu's death. Maybe she's just trying to get revenge for her son's death. Um, there's a lot of stuff that could work. This mask, obviously, maybe she took Stu's mask or something like that. Maybe she took his mask. Maybe she has his mask now. Um, that's what I'm thinking. It makes a lot of sense. Or it's the other way around. Or it's Stu and he's wearing his old mat. You know what I mean? Like, but I think it could possibly be Leslie too as well. I think it could be either or. Um, I think that a lot of people think that this is Billy's mask, but I really think that it's gonna be Stu's. And if it is Stu's mask, I think it's gonna be Leslie Mocker wearing it potentially, or it could be Stu himself. But I think it possibly could be Leslie. Because again, I'm not going to try to get my hopes up about it being Stu. Like I said, I hope it is, but I'm not going to get my hopes up about it. Um, but I think Leslie Mocker, obviously his sister, would make a lot of sense. Definitely would make a lot of sense. Um, maybe maybe Billy's father, Hank Loomis. I don't know if Hank would ever be a killer or not, but could be something that they could do. Obviously, because Hank Loomis, we don't know where he went. We know he's still alive. And it's kind of weird that he disappeared as well, like off the face of the earth. Like he's nowhere. He was in one scene in Scream 1996, and we don't know what happened to him from there. So it's kind of like, could Hank Loomis potentially come back, as a killer, to get revenge for his son's death as well? Like, because a lot of people are speculating that this could be Billy's mask. And who would wear Billy's mask? Oh, Hank Loomis. His son. Or his dad, right? Billy's dad. So, I mean, that could make a lot of sense too. That Hank Loomis would wear that mask, wear. Um, it could also be, like I said, I have a feeling it's going to be Leslie. I have a feeling it's going to be Leslie, you know? Leslie Mocker, wearing Stu's mask. But anything is possible. It could be Billy's father. It could be somebody else related to Billy that just is obsessed with him, if, obsessed with the mask that he wore. Um, but it could either go with a few. I believe it could be Leslie. I believe. I'm just basically saying that it's possible for both sides. It's possible to be, Billy's father, Hank Loomis, wearing Billy's mask, or it could be Leslie Mocker, Stu's sister, wearing Stu's mask. So it's kind of like, I don't know what theory I want to go with. It's kind of hard to know what theory to go with. It could possibly be Billy's mask, though, because Billy was in, like I said, he was in the hallucinations. He was in, those hallucination scenes. So, with Sam. Uh, Sam's obviously his daughter. So, I think that could be a thing. Maybe, it could potentially be Sam's, mother. Sam and Tara's mother, you know what I mean? Or maybe it could be, like I said, Billy's father, Hank. Because like I said, Hank has not been around. Um, Hank has not. We don't know what happened to Hank. Hank hasn't been around. We know that he's still alive. We know he's still alive. I believe. I don't think he died or anything like that. I think he's still living. So I think it could be Hank potentially. Billy's father. Wearing his old mask. I think that could make a lot of sense too. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that. And let me know what you guys think about it potentially being like Leslie Mocker or Stu Mocker. I think it's possible for both sides. It could be Leslie as well. But let me know in the comments. With that being said, y'all, see you in the next one.